Hello, Carrie. Before you say anything, I have to tell you that your drinking to the point of unconsciousness last night embarrassed and shocked me. I'll have you know that I pride myself on my reputation. Asking you to join us appears to have been a mistake.
Chester, please accept my apologies. That was very uncharacteristic behavior for me. It's the stress I'm under. Were you able to find anything out about the glue you sampled?
Yes, Detective. It is an industrial-strength glue which shares properties with the glue found on Hickman's eyes. The problem with tracing the glue is that it's sold all over the city, not just where you found it. We use the same brand here at Parker Center.
Chester, what do you know about the body picked up at Griffith Park?
I haven't seen anything yet, Carrie. I wasn't called on the scene. Apparently the park police didn't know what they had until they reached the morgue. Sam knew right away.
What do you have on Garcia, Chester? Anything new?
The ash compound is the same found on Hickman, and the ash matches the tobacco found on Garcia and the cigarette picked up in the alley. As for fibers found on Garcia's restraint points, they're nylon-based. The red fibers, consistent with the red fibers found on the other victims and confirmed upholstery fibers. They're made in a certain configuration to withstand wear.
Chester, what's come back on the body fluids for both Hickman and Garcia? Do we know what we're dealing with?
Unfortunately not, Carrie. There are only so many tests for known poisons. Whatever substance is ripping their guts open, we don't have a test for.
Garcia's patrol car, what was found? Anything conclusive?
The only prints that were found belonged to Garcia. There was, however, a smudge on the steering wheel. We're running tests.
What's this smudge, Chester?
It's grease. From my personal experience, the texture, the color, and the smell indicates it's lipstick.
What do you know about lipstick, Chester?
In case you haven't noticed, Carrie, I'm a woman. I know about all sorts of things.
Chester, I want DNA run on this. I think it might match what was in the alley.
I don't think so, Detective. This is a menthol garden brand. The brand found in the alley is a quantum. See you later, Detective Carey.
Pressing the button, you call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. There appears to be a full pack of matches in the ashtray. Someone has left a pack of matches. Never knowing when you'll need a light, you pocket them. You turn the knob and open the door, Detective.
Hello, partner. Today's the day. You ready to qualify?
How are you, Bert?
Well, cowboy, I ain't complaining. Life's good.
Here you go, Bert.
Thank you, partner.
You pick up the headgear.
Officers, take your field positions, please. Officers, headgear on. All firearms to low ready.
It's your Beretta 92F. Remington 9mm, 115 grain, jacketed hollow point. You load your Beretta.
Phase 1 to low ready. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 2. Phase 2. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 3. Officers, reload.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 3. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 4. Phase 4. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 5. Officers, reload.
You load your Beretta.
Phase 5. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Gun to low ready. Prepare for phase 6. Phase 6. Ready on the right, ready on the left. Attention. Holster all firearms.
Those two items.
Hey there, partner. Out there was some pretty fancy firing. Your score's going to impress the brass. I'll be sending your results over to your lieutenant. You're making him proud at Parker Center there, cowboy. Thank you, partner.
Well, tell Beavis that Butthead sent you. He'll know what it means.
Hey, you whippersnapper! Can I help you? Ah, buddy, that's not my job. I don't care where you're from. Just as long as the front office says you're okie dokie, well, you're okie dokie by me. Okie dokie? Good.
Beavis, I was told to tell you that Butthead sent me.
Huh? Say, buddy, what do you want?
I'm looking for a patrol car that was brought in from the Hollywood and Vine area. It had been abandoned.
Well, come right in there.
Who has been out to see the patrol car?
Well, of course there was SID. Then there was this lady, big gal. She was yelling and screaming that she was the mother of the downed cop. Well, she looked too dad-burn young to be anybody's mother to me. Well, I just told her to keep on a-moving, that nobody was touching that car. Well, she just upped and huffed off, she did. Yep. Ooh-wee, that's a mighty fancy shoe you got there.
What do you think of this shoe? What kind of a person might own a shoe like this?
Well, if you ask me, Pinecone, I gotta tell you, the woman of my dreams would own a shoe like that. Sure would. What do you think? I'm plumb loco? I could get a black lung smoking that thing. Dead nabbit, you trying to set the whole place on fire or something? Sheesh, you've been out in the hot sun too long, dead nabbit. Fried your brains. I got my own supplies here, mister. I don't need nobody coming in here and telling me what products to use. You got that? Heh, you probably don't even change your own oil. Hey, buddy, I operate heavy machinery all darn day. What you trying to do? Kill me? Whew. I don't take candy from strangers. It's a good policy. Yep.
Detective, do you really want to share your memories with this guy?
SID has swept the car for prints?
They sure have, mister. You know them. Fast, efficient, and quick. Muy rapido. Too bad, though. Overheard 'em talking. Yep, they said nada. Nothing. Zipperoonie. No prints, no way, no how. That's what they said.
Your name isn't really Beavis, is it?
Beavis? What are you, plumb loco? It's Billy Bob. But you know something? Sometimes I like to change my identity and get into mischief. Sometimes I slip into a black turtleneck and then run around and pull pranks on all my relatives. One time, I pantsed my Uncle Joe. Yes, I did.
Officer Rene Garcia's patrol car. The standard configuration of a patrol car interior looks clean. MDT, Mobile Digital Terminal, linked to the ECCC, Emergency Command Control System, found in all LAPD patrol cars. The patrol car must be running for the computer to function. The standard configuration of a patrol car interior looks clean. A piece of newspaper lies on the seat. You pick up the small piece of torn newspaper.
Excuse me, this was in the front seat of the patrol car. Has anyone been inside the car since SID was here?
Now, what are you saying there, Buster? I'll have you know we run a ship-shape operation here. I can't help it if SID didn't bag and tag some itty-bitty piece of newsprint, you know.
Well, thank you for the information and your time, Billy Bob.
Hey, no problemo, old buddy. That's what we're here for, helping our friends.
I found this lying in the front seat of the patrol car out in the lot. Has anyone other than SID and your yardmen had access to the car?
Hell no! What kind of a place do you think we're running here, pal? I think smoking will make me more attractive. Hey, pal, where do you buy your clothes? You want to fix something, pal? Try my marriage.
Hold on, Carey. That's no way to relieve frustration. Try exercise. There is nothing of value to your case to collect. Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation.
Hi, Detective Carey. No time to say hello, Detective Carey? Wow, you must be real busy. You can go on in, Detective Carey.
Hello, Detective Carey. Why did the pessimist start wearing sunglasses?
I don't know.
He got tired of looking on the bright side of life. Go right in, Detective.
Hello, John.
Hello, Sam.
How's the world of the living, John?
I don't know, Sam. I'm surrounded by death. Sam, I understand another body was found this morning in Griffith Park. What can you tell me about it?
More than you probably want to know, John. More than you want to know.
Let's start with whether identification has been made and a general description.
Identification has not been made. The description is as follows. African-American female, mid-30s, found under a tree in Griffith Park by Park Police at 10 a.m. She was clothed, no ID. The body was being guarded by a stray dog.
Has the autopsy been performed yet?
As soon as she arrived, John. Same M.O. The burns, injection marks, the glue, it's all there. Body fluids and a tissue sample have been taken. Both have been sent to SID. Your killer is keeping busy, John. Very busy.
What about the injection marks, Sam? Everything the same?
Nearly so. The injections were not so high up on the arm as the first two victims, but it was the left arm.
What about lividity, Sam?
Primary only, buttocks, back, and shoulders. all consistent from lying in the park. Your killer moved her soon after the deed. Apparently, he's working faster.
Was she as badly mutilated as the first two?
The mutilation is worse. The right forearm was severed. However, the torture appears to be less. There are fewer burns, and there's also less bruising around the ankles and wrists.
What orifice was glued shut, Sam?
Your killer was kind to her, John. Both her eyes and mouth were glued shut. He didn't make her watch.
If there's been no identification, then there's been no notification. Where's the body now?
Cold storage, John. We'll hold on to it until the family can be located.
Anything else I should know, Sam?
It might turn out important, maybe not, but I scraped a sticky substance off her shoe. I've sent it to SID for analysis.
Sam, what color were her shoes, and was she wearing both of them?
Blue and yes.
Dog? The body was being guarded by a dog?
Yes, it was rather comical and strangely sad at the same time. Here is this woman in the prime of her life, lying mutilated under a tree, and protecting her is a stray dog. Park police couldn't get past the dog. We couldn't move in. It was only after we called animal control and the truck showed up that the dog ran. I'll tell you, John, that dog has been picked up before. That dog recognized the truck.
Sam, did the toxicology results come back on Garcia?
Not yet, John, but we did make a discovery concerning Garcia. If you remember, Garcia's mouth was glued shut. When the mouth was surgically opened, we found a molar had been freshly extracted. The work was not that of a dentist, John. Thus far, your killer has a finger, a full set of toes, a forearm, and a molar. You know what that means, don't you?
Yes, unfortunately I do, Sam. I'm looking for a serial killer who takes a souvenir of the kill. It means he enjoys the kill itself and wants to relive it through the object. I need to find this person fast, Sam. Real fast.
Sam Nobles is a walking encyclopedia of information.
Sam, I found this shoe outside of Yomani's house. What do you think of it?
Well, John, I think he has an active social life. John, cigarettes are known health hazards. I hate to think that you have taken up this most destructive habit.
Sam, I picked it up from the ashtray of a possible suspect. I want a DNA test run to see if it matches the cigarette from the alley.
Well, good show. Get it processed immediately.
Arson is a criminal offense. Rethink your actions. This is County Coroner Examining Room 275A. You open the door and head to the lobby.
Yuck! If I smoked, and I was on a date, and I kissed my date, he would think I was an ashtray.
Sherry, what do you make of this shoe?
Well, it's big and it's broken. Is that what you mean?
It feels cold. Los Angeles County Morgue, the final resting spot. It's the front entrance to the L.A. County's coroner office. It's the front entrance to the L.A. County's coroner office. The dog appears protective of the tree.
Hey, boy, how you doing? Hey, boy, how you doing?
Careful, this dog is unfriendly. He looks like he kind of likes the smell. What a dog. Don't encourage a bad habit. That would be downright cruel. Detective, the dog is not rabid. Holster your gun. Calm down, Carey. He might be a nuisance, but he's not harming anything. Collecting a few fleas, perhaps? Suffocating the dog is not the answer. He is a little mangy, but there's no need for gloves. Save your batteries. You never know when you might have an emergency. The dog is very much alive and does not require chalking. Feeling handy, like Mr. Fix-It, Carey?
Here, boy. I spent 65 cents for this. Here, boy.
You take a few pretzels. Twisted pretzels. Yum. These are so stale you can't break them in half.
Thanks, kid, but I get enough nicotine just breathing while tending bar.
He's hungry. The dirt looks freshly tilled. Knowing what was found here, this is a sorrowful sight. What is it you wish to notate? What is it you wish to notate? Removing the dirt reveals a bone. It appears to be a human bone. You record the location of this find. Placing the bone in the bag is essential to maintaining the integrity of this potentially valuable evidence. Unearthed bone found in Griffith Park, origins unknown. The sinews can be felt beneath the plastic. Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation. Detective John Carey, Major Crimes, Homicide. Sherry's not here. That's not like her.
Yes, well, hello, John. I was just checking Sherry. It appears she might have a bit of a chest cold. On to the business at hand, John. 2 bodies were brought in this afternoon. They fit your killer's M.O. Both have burn wounds on the face and upper torso and ruptured gastrointestinal linings. One is a John Doe, Caucasian, late 50s. The other, an Asian Jane Doe, late 60s.
What are the particulars on the John Doe, Sam?
The body was mutilated much the same as the other bodies. Burn marks, severed extremities, epoxied orifice. The biggest difference is the adornment of the body with a pair of nylon pantyhose wrapped around the neck.
Have you performed the John Doe autopsy?
No, tomorrow, first thing. I did go over the body for a cursory look when it was brought in. You have a monster on your hands, John. A killing machine.
Fill me in on the mutilation, Sam. What was missing with John Doe?
The ears, John. They were crudely severed, removed after death.
Poisoning cause of death, Sam?
It was not asphyxiation, as one might first believe upon seeing the nylons around the neck. A cursory examination of the neck reveals no bruising. The nylons appear to be strictly decorative. Upon autopsy, I believe poisoning will surface as the cause.
Primary lividity only on the John Doe?
Correct. Front side. Corresponds directly to how the body was found. Your killer is working fast, John. Directly after the kill, they're being moved.
Could the nylons belong to the Jane Doe? Possibly the nylons were used in a consensual sexual activity between the two.
John, this was not a sexual experience gone to extremes. No, John, this has all the markings of your killer. The burns, the mutilation, and the nylons, they couldn't belong to Jane Doe.
Why is that, Sam?
Jane Doe weighed in at 85 pounds, 12 ounces. The nylons are large enough to have fit 3 of her.
What about the epoxied orifice, Sam? How was the John Doe affected?
The mouth was affected. Between both bodies, you have the epitome of hear no evil, say no evil, see no evil.
All right, Sam. What can you give me on the Jane Doe?
Asian, late 60s, burns to face and upper torso, mutilation, glued orifice. Your killer's signature is all over her.
What about the autopsy, Sam? Have you had time to perform one?
No, John. I plan to do it first thing in the morning. I was able to give the body a cursory look over, however. There's no doubt it's your killer's handiwork.
Lividity, Sam?
Yes, primary only. The backside. Corresponds to how the body was found.
Poisoning cause of death, Sam?
I would venture to say yes to poisoning due to the fact that there are 2 injection marks on the upper left arm. But I'm cautious to say so, John. We have not had a single match in all the toxicology tests thus far. When the body's autopsied, we'll take fluids and send them out as well.
What is the level of mutilation, Sam?
The left foot was crudely severed. Once again, judging by the lack of apparent blood loss, it was removed after death.
How was glue applied this time, Sam?
The eyes and ears were filled with glue. Your killer's kind to women, John. He doesn't make them watch, if one can call his behavior kind on any level.
Sam, what's the situation surrounding the body's discovery?
The call came in from a small business owner on Hollywood and Vine. The naked bodies were piled one on top of the other in the back seat of a Ford Tempo parked in front of his music store.
What happened to the car? Was it ID'd?
The car was towed to Hollenbeck. When I last heard, SID was headed there to go over the car. I'll have you know, John, I'm beginning to feel like your secretary.
Sam, I unearthed this bone from the Jane Doe 1201K crime scene. Strangest thing, a stray dog was there guarding it.
It looks human, John. Turn it into property with a request for tests and we'll take a closer look at it. A stray dog, you say? Probably the same one we encountered the day we went out to pick up body 1201K.
Screw the dog, and screw the request for tests. I've got the city, the press, and my supervisors all over my ass. You've got the evidence in your hand, for Christ's sake. Run the tests. This investigation does not have time for a red tape marathon.
You're right, John. I'm sorry. It's working for the county. We tend to thrive on the bureaucracy. Trust me, John, I will place the tests on the top of my priority list.
You open the door and head to the lobby.
Goodbye, and have a nice day, Detective Carey.
Ticket booth of the Third Eye Theater. Currently, it's unoccupied. You knock, but receive no answer.
Hey, handsome. Looking for a girl? Or a boy? Oh, Woo! Am I being arrested? Gonna throw me in a cell with a big old burly guy, huh? Ooh, darling, start the party. Oh, darling, I gave those up long ago. My clients don't like it if I smell like smoke. Unless, of course, it's me, ablaze. If you know what I mean. Sugar. Oh, darling, I just love it. Is it yours? Oh, I just love to see what you have to go with it. Maybe, something with a few sequins, a few feathers for those happy moments, Matches? Oh, I've got one. Madonna and White Fury. Got it? Oh, darling, if you're looking for the bitty kitty, you sure found it. You're practically standing inside right now, honey. Oh, darling, I don't know anything about that theater stuff, except, honey, I just love that Mr. Eastwood. He's so good at being bad, at being good, and when he's bad, he's better, darling, if you know what I mean.
I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. I'm looking to ask some questions about what's been going on in this neighborhood.
Oh, darling, ask away. I just love to gossip.
Did you know Officer Garcia? Was he a frequent visitor to this neighborhood?
Never heard of him, darling, till he showed up dead. Now the whole place is crawling with all sorts of people talking about him. Ew. Well, if you ask me, I would ask the girls at the kitty. I mean, they know everybody who's anybody.
Did you see an abandoned patrol car in the neighborhood? Do you know anything about it?
Well, darling, I missed it, but it was all the talk. People were saying that the cop who the car belonged to went for a dip at the kitty and fell right in, if you know what I mean. Then there was all this talk about this cop, that he had some steady girl. I don't know about that, darling. I mean, lots of the girls at the kitty have boyfriends. But people said they saw this fabulous woman driving the patrol car. Oh, can you believe it? I mean, all made up. Can you stand it? Hair all stacked up, dressed to the teeth. You know, a real glamour queen, if you know what I mean. Well, all this was supposed to have happened after the cop's poor little bare ass showed up dead on Yo Money's lawn. Well, that's the talk, darling. You got it. Straight from the horse's mouth.
What can you tell me about this supposed girlfriend seen driving Garcia's patrol car?
Well, just that she was supposed to be absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I didn't see her, but I heard she was one big, beautiful, honkin' woman. I mean, it's not really my thing, but by now, the size of her breasts have probably become legendary.
You've referred to having heard this information, that you didn't actually see any of this. Whom have you heard this from? Can you give me a name or two?
Oh, honey, it's all over the streets, that's all. I mean, talk to anybody you see. They'll all tell you they heard it too. I mean, darling, I don't know any names, just people. You know, people don't tell you their names. They like confidentiality. Wouldn't you?
Have you seen any unusual activity in the neighborhood?
Oh, darling, come on. This is Hollywood and Vine. Get a life. There's always something strange going on down here.
Is there anything else you can think up, of, to tell me?
No, I think that's it, honey. Except to tell you, I just love your suit. I just love the way it drapes and hugs your body. Fabulous. Really fabulous.
Is there anything else you can think up, to tell me?
No, I think that's it, honey. Except to tell you, I just love your suit. I just love the way it drapes and hugs your body. Fabulous. Really fabulous.
You push the door open.
Hello there, handsome.
Hello, I'm Detective Carey, LAPD Homicide. I'm investigating a series of murders. I was wondering if you'd talk to me.
So you're a real cop. Tell me, handsome, is everything you're packing real? I have my own, handsome.
Don't promote cigarette smoking. It's known to cause cancer.
I found this shoe in Yo Money's garden. Money told me he had strippers in his house the morning Officer Garcia's body was found. Do you know if any of the girls from the kitty know Money or were at a party at his house this week? Does this shoe look familiar?
Well, it's true all us girls know celebrities, and Money does come here. We've all been invited to parties one time or another out at his place. As far as this week, I don't know. I do know it's not mine. I'm very petite, and well, that would never fit me. Barbie might know, though.
Play with fire, get burned, Carey. Now stop it. Play with fire, get burned, Carey. Now stop it.
Do you know a police officer by the name of Rene Garcia? About 190 pounds, 6 feet tall, late 20s, full mustache? He might have come in during the day, possibly in uniform.
Maybe. Lots of cops come in here. This Garcia sounds like he could be any number of fellas that pass through here each day.
Garcia's patrol car was abandoned on this block. Did you happen to see it or hear anything about it?
I didn't see it, but then I sleep in pretty late. Hey, are we talking about the cop who showed up dead at Yo Money's?
Yes, his name was Garcia. Do you know something specific?
Well, if it's the fella I'm thinking of, I heard people saying he used to give rides to girlfriends. You know, show off the siren and the handcuffs.
Garcia's patrol car was abandoned on this block. Did you happen to see it or hear anything about it?
I didn't see it, but then I sleep in pretty late. Hey, are we talking about the cop who showed up dead at Yo Money's?
Yes, his name was Garcia. Do you know something specific?
Well, if it's the fella I'm thinking of, I heard people saying he used to give rides to girlfriends. You know, show off the siren and the handcuffs.
The Bitty Kitty has quite a reputation.
The way I see it, we're doing social work here. Lots of lonely men in the world. You ever get lonely, handsome? Besides, I'm just doing this until I get a break. I'm really an actress. I've already been in one picture. It was called Foaming Fun. I was the girl the worm monster ate. I was in a jacuzzi and a big worm came up out of the water. I screamed and then the water got all bubbly. I guess it ate me.
Who's Barbie, and why might she know?
Barbie runs the place, handsome. Barbie can. Ever heard of her? She is infamous. Well, she'll know if any of the girls are at Money's this week. You can ask her.
Where is Barbie? Can I talk to her?
She's taking a nap right now. She'll be up later. You could come back. Got a light, handsome?
Play with fire, get burned, Carey. Now stop it. Play with fire. What are you attempting to light? Behaving as a gentleman, you pick up the lighter and give the lady what she asked for.
You're as sweet as you're good-looking.
I appreciate you taking the time to answer my questions, Electra. It's citizens like you who help us cops do our jobs. If you can think of anything else, I can be reached at Parker Center Homicide Robbery. Just ask for Detective Carey.
Handsome, you should relax a little bit. You're awfully tense.
Not too many customers in here today. Probably gets busier at night. What few customers are here look too preoccupied to talk to you. Boy, can that girl dance. She's non-stop. She's lost to the music. She can't hear you. She's working, Carey. If you want to talk to her, come back later. It appears to be a piece of broken glass or mirror. Your T-bird has been tampered with. You pick up the broken piece of side mirror.
I'm with Major Crimes, Homicide.
How's it going, dude? You look like a cop, dude. Oh, I'm trying to quit, dude, but it's hard. You're kind of weird for a cop, dude.
Hello, I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions.
Sure, what's up, dude?
A Ford Tempo was apparently abandoned on this block this morning. I understand you called it in.
That's true, dude. I did.
What can you tell me about what you found?
Well, I opened the store around 10. The car was parked out front. Dude, I didn't think anything about it. I went to go get my keys for the door, and I looked over and saw these two nude people. I thought, you know, dude, they're just having a party. I figured, what the hell? I'd just open up the store, figured when they got done, they'd shove off. After a while, I looked out. The car was still there, but about 11, I locked up and went out and got some coffee. And on my way back, I looked in, and you know, it seemed kind of funny.
What was funny?
The car wasn't moving, dude. No motion, no party. I'm a businessman, dude. I can't have a car full of naked people outside my store. I called the police.
This guy hasn't given you any concrete information.
I prefer caffeine to sugar for my energy buzz, but thanks anyway, dude. You and a buddy on vacation or something? Looks like the Sierras. I hear they have pretty good fishing up there.
Walk this way. This store has a wide selection of music. The Miss Allens, Morphine, Miles Davis, Blind Melon, Judy Garland, Primal Screen, and Bobby Short. Just a plethora of music. You don't have time to shop for music, Carey. You have a case to solve. The window is shut. It appears the office is closed. There's no need to wear your Parker Center ID at this time. There's no You attach your Parker Center ID to your suit.
Detective, my wife would kill me if I took up smoking. Thanks just the same.
The endorsement of smoking is not part of a police officer's duty, Carey. You press the button to call the elevator. You select the third floor as your destination. You take a 3.14 follow-up report form out of your desk drawer. You fill out follow-up report form 3.14 with information concerning found arm bone.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
The door's open. Excuse me, I'm on an important call.
Lieutenant Block does not smoke.
I understand.
You call the elevator. You select the basement as your destination.
Hello, Detective. How can I help you?
Hello, Chester. Were you able to find anything out about the glue you sampled?
Yes, Detective. It is an industrial-strength glue which shares properties with the glue found on Hickman's eyes. The problem with tracing the glue is that it's sold all over the city, not just where you found it. We use the same brand here at Parker Center. See you later, Detective Carey.
Pressing the button, you call the elevator. You select the third floor as your destination. You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. You push the door open.
Why, hello there, darling.
Hello, I'm Detective John Carey, LAPD, Homicide. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Absolutely not, darling. I don't talk to police. Officially, that is. You see, darling, I'm very well connected, and I really don't want any trouble. What I could tell, darling, could cause this city to come crashing down. Oh, no, darling. Smoking is not ladylike. It is a filthy habit. Darling, you make me warm without matches.
This shoe was found on Yo Money's lawn after the party and after Officer Garcia's body was found. Could it belong to one of your girls?
Darling, I don't think so. It's large, even too large for me, and I am a big woman. Darling, I think it would fit you better than it would fit me.
Well, how about if we talk off the record? Just a little talk between friends.
Oh, darling, you going to be my friend? Okay then, I'll talk to you off the record.
Why don't we start with an introduction? As I told you, my name is John Carey, and I bet you're Barbie Can.
Oh, darling, you're so smart. You're good-looking and smart. Just how I like my friends. Now, what is it you want to know? Tell Barbie how she can help you.
Well, the subject's a bit gruesome. I'd like to ask you some questions about a series of murders I'm investigating.
Darling, in my day, I've had more notorious conversations, I'm sure. Try me, darling.
A police officer by the name of Rene Garcia was found murdered. The officer's patrol car was abandoned in this neighborhood. Have you ever met or did you know Officer Garcia?
Oh, darling, I heard about that boy after he was found dead. Then all that talk, I do not think I knew him. We get so many young men in here.
What can you tell me about the abandoned patrol car? Did you see it?
Oh, darling, I just know what I heard. The boy gave his patrol car away to a girlfriend or some such thing. I don't really know. I did hear, though, that this girl is most beautiful. Darling, she is so beautiful, and her figure is so perfect. People thought it was me, but I'm too old for such a young boy.
Do the girls here date the customers? Would it be possible that one of your girls dated Officer Garcia?
Darling, I have rules, but what those girls do, I cannot control. They are young women. They're all looking for husbands. It is possible, but I do not know one who was dating him.
Officer Garcia was found dead on the lawn of Yo Money, and from what I understand, there were strippers there. Do you know Yo Money? And do you know if any of your girls went to a party there Monday evening?
Oh, darling, the money man is wonderful, so strong, such a lover of beautiful women. He does not always schedule his parties through me, that bad boy. If some of my girls were there on that night off, I have no idea.
What can you tell me about the abandoned patrol car? Did you see it?
Oh, no.
Detective. The window is shut. This place must have a guard dog on duty when they're closed. Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation.
Hi, Detective Carey. No time to say hello, Detective Carey? Wow, you must be real busy. Deputy Nobles is up to his elbows in an autopsy. He can't be interrupted right now, really.
Halt!
You attach your Parker... You press the button to call the elevator. You select the third floor as your destination.
Yeah? Not now, Carey. Later.
You take a 3.14 follow-up report form out of your desk drawer. You don't need to fill out another follow-up report on the arm bone.
What have you got in the way of updates, Hal?
You're damn lucky you got me as a partner, Junior. I got friends everywhere. I was the first one my buddies over at Hollenbeck called. Seems they got the patrol car, Garcia's patrol car. Seems the damn thing was found abandoned at Hollywood and Vine.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior. Look, Junior, I'm not gonna do all of the paperwork around here. Fill out the damn report and then give it to me.
You call the elevator. You select the lobby as your destination. You knock, but receive no answer. Knocking seems less intrusive than ringing the doorbell. It appears no one is home at this time. This place must have a guard dog on duty when they're closed. The window is shut. It appears the office is closed. It's the broken side mirror from your car. Those two items don't go together. Getting run over wouldn't help your case, Detective. Crime scene. Discovery site of Officer Rene Garcia's body. Better not rub away the chalk, Detective. SID might need to come back out. You receive no answer to your knocking. The area is There is now a hole in the ground. You record that a bone was found at this location. You push the door open.
Why, hello there, Doc.
This shoe was found on Yo Money's lawn after the party and after Officer Garcia's body was found. Could it belong to one of your girls?
Darling, I don't think so. It's large, even too large for me, and I am a big woman. Darling, I think it would fit you better than it would fit me.
There's no need to show her the shoe again.
Officer Garcia was...
Oh.
There's no...
Miss Moore, what can you tell us about the latest victims in what's being termed this city's most gruesome murder spree?
Me? Well, nothing really. Am I going to be on TV?
Miss Moore, is it true that all the victims have been tortured, mutilated?
Well, they're not all there.
Miss Moore, is it true that Officer Rene Garcia and the latest male victim, an unidentified John Doe, were both found not only tortured but naked?
Well, yes. Well, no. You see, is that camera on?
So, Miss Moore, are you confirming that John Doe was not entirely nude, that he was found with a pair of nylons on his person? Is it true the nylons were wrapped around his neck?
How'd you know that?
So you are confirming this information. Detective Carey, can you comment on the nylons wrapped around the neck of the victim?
I have nothing to say to you, Bilden, nor does Miss Moore.
Hi, Detective Carey.
Sherry, I'm taking you home. Bilden, you muck up my investigation and I'll have your job. Come on, Sherry.
Detective Carey, the public has a right to know. It's their safety at stake. Detective Carey! In the wake of this city's worst nightmare, 5 people, including 2 Los Angeles police officers, have been found mutilated and murdered. And though city officials and the LAPD deny there is reason to panic, the citizens of Los Angeles feel quite differently. Gun sales are up, and security companies are deluged with requests for home alarm systems. Factors contributing to the urgency and concern by LA residents are the randomness and violence of these murders. Earlier today, I spoke with Sherry Moore, an LA County Coroner's employee who confirmed one element of this killing spree. Evidence found on the latest male victim indicates that the murders might have been committed by a woman. If true, then this is the first case in the history of Los Angeles where a female serial killer has held the city in her grip. I'm Christy Bilden, reporting for KKAT.
Sherry, what you did last